Hey everyone, bringing in another video. This is a GB match, obviously Search and Destroy at Biolab. We take it to round 11. Kind of had to pull it together there as a team near the end. Really try to try to get that win. We didn't want to lose any, as we haven't really lost very many so far. I think we've only lost one, and it was mostly due to terrible lag and yeah, we didn't want to deal with the whole dispute process because we're not eligible for the UMG ladder playoffs anyway, so it wasn't really worth it. We just played through and took the loss. Anyway, moving right along, this video I'm going to take the time just to talk a little bit about ranked play, and some of the updates that are coming, some of the updates that have already come, and just a couple of different things that are happening right now to Call of Duty. So first and foremost, the ranked play. Ranked play has a lot of issues. The good news is most of them are going to be fixed fairly soon. They are working on them. Michael Condrey himself tweeted out saying that hopefully they're going to be done by the end of December, which means that they can start the first season of ranked play in the beginning of January, hopefully, which is good news for everyone. Obviously, some of the issues right now are the join in progress. They tried to fix that where you couldn't join into matches that were already going on. Unfortunately, that didn't really work. You can still join into matches that are almost half over, and you can still, end up losing for absolutely no reason. The other thing is they tried to make it so that you couldn't see the matched players. Unfortunately, once again, they do say matched player for a little while, but then they do revert to names, and you still have time to back out. Now, if you remember Black Ops 2, when they reverted to, they would eventually show you the names of the people on the team, but once that happened and that countdown started with the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then it started loading the map, you couldn't back out anymore. There was no option to press circle. You couldn't back out of that lobby.
It's all up to you now.
You were stuck. That is until you entered the game. Then once the game actually started, the map was loaded, and you had that countdown. Then, of course, you could hit the start button and leave. But then it counted as a loss, as a match that you lost. So there was a penalty for it. In this one, they don't have that yet. So they try to make it where it said match player. Unfortunately, it does say match player for a little while. And then it reverts to the names just like Black Ops 2, but instead of you being locked into place waiting for the match to start, it still gives you the option to back out. So there's no real matched player, like anything like that. The one thing they did do right though was at the end of the match it automatically destroys the lobby and you have to go find a new lobby. The reason that's so good is because it stops people from boosting. You know, you get into a really bad lobby and you just follow them around, and it gives you a lot of easy wins. That's the good news is they stopped that. On the other hand, they still don't have any way to show who's in what division, and they still don't seem to have turned on skill-based matchmaking, at least for ranked play, in the sense that you could still be playing against a lot of bronze players. You could still be with bronze players, even though you're Master Division or Platinum or whatever. Now that being said, it gets really interesting because I'm sure lots of you have noticed when you're playing, you get 100 points and you rank up into the next division. Or sorry, you get 100 points and then you have to win 2 maps in a row, or best 2 out of 3, I should say, in order to progress to the next division. So theoretically, depending on who you play, you can get there at about 7 matches. Now, unfortunately, as a lot of you I'm sure have figured out, once you reach a certain top, like once you're up in Master, it says, you know, the next ranking is Grandmaster. You can't get to it yet. It's supposed to be the top 100 players, but there's no way for you to figure out where you're at. And secondly, for some reason, sometimes the game will glitch out and it'll take like 1,000 points from you. So if you drop below 500 ranked play points, you drop back into Diamond Division. You drop out of the Masters Division. So for most people in Master Division, if you've kept playing ranked play, it's stolen points from you periodically while you were playing, and you're probably somewhere in like bronze, silver, maybe gold area now, even though you win basically all of your matches. The other unfortunate part about all this is that once you become a Master Division member, you can't gain all that many points by a win. Because you're always in a favored match, you'll only ever gain maybe 10 to 15 points from a win. And if you lose because you have a bunch of bronze players on your team, again, the divisional skill-based matchmaking doesn't exist yet. So if you lose because you're playing with a bunch of bronze players who don't understand that you have to get on a hard point, you lose like 25 to 30. I think it even goes up to 35 points because you were in a favored matchup. You're a Master Division, and if you lost against, say, a group of Gold Divisions because you had a bunch of bronzes on your team, all the game calculates is that you were a Master, they were Gold, you lost, so we're going to take all your points away. So you couple all these things together, and people who are really good at the game are just getting super frustrated at ranked play right now. The good news, like I said before, is that hopefully they're going to make all those changes and it'll be ready for January. Now, they did say that for the beginning of December. They said, yeah, ranked play is going to come beginning of December. Well, the ranked season is going to come beginning of December following the huge update, just waiting on first-party approval. And then first-party approval came. They implemented all the changes. Everything seemed good. You clicked on ranked play. Still said preseason. So most people were like, all right, we'll give it a week, see what happens. Hopefully it'll be good. And then all of a sudden, nothing happened. Another week went by, still nothing happened. Another week went by, and everyone was wondering, okay, when is ranked play really going to start? And now Michael Condrey said, he tweeted out, I think he said it live during the 25K as well, but he tweeted out and he said, we're going to start that in January, once we fix all the issues. Now the plus and minuses, I mean, you can go about that. Most people are like, "Hey, no ranked play oh no ranked play. This sucks." They said they would start in December. Some people are happy because they're like, "Well, there's so many issues still with ranked play, so it makes sense not to have it start yet." Neither here nor there, really, when it comes down to it, because that's their decision. Their decision's to start in January, so hopefully it's early January. Hopefully it's not too late. With all the Christmas noobs that are going to come in, it's going to be really easy to rank out of bronze and silver and probably out of gold as well. Thankfully, if you are really good, you're not going to have too much of an issue to get out. And Christmas noobs, I mean, it's going to be a fun time. Now, putting all that aside into some of the gameplay, the ranked play that they really... Some of the ranked play issues that they really need to fix gameplay-wise are the supply drop weapons, I guess you could say. The supply drop weapons are completely unfair. There's a reason that MLG's banned them, and it's a pretty good reason. I mean, if I used the Inferno there in a pub match the other day, and it is ridiculous. It's shoots super fast. It's a BAL variant for those who don't know. It shoots, I think it's got like +2 rate of fire or something crazy. It shoots way faster. You're gonna beat out any other BAL. You just alright, you got more bullets being shot. It's crazy. The other one is the Obsidian Steed that everyone likes. It's pretty crazy as well. I didn't find it as useful as the Inferno, but it's definitely still one that needs to be fixed. Another one is the ASM-1. Excuse me. The ASM-1 Speakeasy. It comes with a big barrel drum for a mag. I mean, it's just, yeah, like they have to be stopped. They not stopped, but they have to be taken out. The other thing I want to talk about is like cloak and stim and stuff like that. A couple different people have made, videos about whether or not they should be allowed, whether or not, they're overpowered or OP or whatever. In my personal opinion, cloak is a one-time use kind of thing. Like you throw a cloak on and you can maybe break a hard point. You maybe might get first bullets into somebody when they normally wouldn't because they don't react to you quite as quickly. But it's just like a one-time free kill kind of thing. And it's not even a free kill. If people pay close attention or you're moving, it's harder. It's hard to use it to your advantage. So in respawn game types, you have to be smart about it. It doesn't last very long, and as soon as you shoot a single bullet, you do show up, like the cloak is disabled. Now, a lot of pros don't have too much of an issue with cloak itself. They're just, you know, they're back and forth on it. I myself think that it just brings something extra to the game. I mean, it can be easily countered with thermal or threat detection grenades, stuff like that. But I don't think it's that big of a deal. Stim, a lot of people are saying Stim is absolutely crazy, like it's overpowered, it needs to be taken out. Stim on its own I don't think is that big a deal, because it's super short. I think it's overclocked, and Stim, the perk... Yeah, the perk, overcharged, maybe. Yeah, overcharged. Overcharged is... And Stim is a little bit more... angering, I guess you could say. It's a little bit more frustrating. It does play a big part, especially in games like Hardpoint. But other than maybe Hardpoint and Uplink, where you do have armor, other than that, it's not that big a deal. Now, it becomes a big deal if you don't have an overcharged Stim class to kind of like counter them with, because that's the only thing that's going to work. Is if they have overclocked Stim or overcharged Stim, you need to have overcharged Stim, or you're going to lose the gunfight for sure. But you know, it's just difficult. I could see how it could be taken out, because people could just people are just going to run overcharged in Stim, so you basically have to lock one of your classes with overcharged Stim. So I can see how that could be taken out. I'm not really too sure. I mean, I'd love to see everybody else's comments, just because it goes back and forth. For me, it goes back and forth on Stim. It's something that you can counter. You end up having to play their kind of game. You know, but it's difficult. I could understand why you'd want to get rid of it, just because it's a metagame that just forces everyone to use it. Kind of like stopping power in previous games, but nobody ever banned stopping power, so you know what I mean? Like, everyone uses... If everyone had to use overcharged and Stim, that might be a little bit different than stopping power, but it's kind of the same idea. So anyway, leave your thoughts and comments. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below, for sure, just because I'm curious to see what everyone thinks. The other thing is, if you haven't learned about my stream, or you haven't seen the videos that talk about my stream, this video itself was taken from my stream. I stream pretty much all day, every day, right to the wee hours of the morning. Make sure to stop by. It's twitch.tv/xshieldx. Same as my gamer tags. That's XSHLELDX. No, I didn't say that wrong. It is an L instead of an I in Shield. You know, because that's how we do. So definitely come check it out. Follow, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff if you want to. I know it helps me. Even if you didn't like the video, you can still just click it anyway. It's no big deal. And hopefully you did like it, though, and you'll be back for more. I do put out pretty much a video every single day, except for maybe one day of the week that I won't, just to get a little bit of a breather and make sure that I don't exhaust all the topics. And I'm pretty much streaming all day, every day. Like I said, I might take a break one day a week, maybe have a little bit too much to do in town or whatever, but, you know, or a life. But I'm pretty much on all day, every day. So here comes the kind of clutch up of our team. I'm gonna be quiet now, let you guys watch the end of the video. Like I said, like, comment, favorite, subscribe. Let me know. Leave it in the comments below. Cloak, Stim, all that good stuff, and changes that you'd like to see to rank play as well. Anyway, guys, I'll talk to you next time.
The bomb has been planted. Bomb defused. Good job. Get ready for the next battle. Overtime. Search and destroy. Destroy the objective. The bomb has been planted. You're the only one left. Get to work. Squad, that was textbook.